Good day, folks. Today I'm going to be reviewing the game Solar Titans. Now in Solar Titans, you're going to be commanding a ship, and the object of the game is to destroy your opponent's ship by hitting its command deck. So let's take a look at it. So in Solar Titans, you're going to be building a ship. There's a number of ship layout cards that you're going to be able to use, and you're just simply going to lay the ship out with the cards in front of you like so. Now, your ship is going to have several different things. It's going to have what are called plates. This particular plate has a 1 defense. You're also going to have your gun, your alpha laser. You'll start with that. That has a defense of 1 and a power of 1. So an alpha laser would be able to destroy this because this has a defense of 1. Also, you're going to have a targeting bay and a crew quarters. Main thing with these things, if these things get disabled, there's going to be a penalty. For example, this is going to cost an extra arm to fire a weapon. This one's going to force you to discard 2 cards per turn. And right over here is the command deck. Now this is what you're trying to protect. If you lose a command deck, you're going to lose the game. In the game, you're also going to get these types of cards. You're going to get 5 ship repair cards. These will be used to repair the cards that end up getting damaged. So this would be a damaged card, for example. So you could go ahead and turn one of these in order to fix it. The only thing is once you turn in the card, it's going to be out of play, and you only have 5 of these. There's also different layouts that you can choose from. I'll just go ahead and show them to you really quick, but you can choose one of these. Now, in the game, you're going to actually be able to add cards to your ship. You have a 5x5 grid that you're going to be able to work with. The only thing is you're only going to be able to have 15 cards total that you're going to be able to put onto your ship. In the beginning, you're going to have a certain deck of cards that you're going to be able to use, and you're going to be able to buy cards from the market over here and put that in your deck. So this is a deck building game. You also have what's called the hauling crew and the mercenary crew, and I'll talk about those guys in just a little bit. But the cards you're going to start with, you're going to have a cargo crew card. These guys are mainly going to be used for money, so this is like worth 1 coin. You also have a crew coordinator that you'll start with. This card will allow you to spend 1 or trash a card in hand, so this will help make your deck stronger. And then you also have the arming crew. This card will help you fire a weapon against your opponent. And you can have multiple guns on your ship as well. So in the beginning, you'll go ahead and shuffle the deck, and you'll draw 5 cards. And what you're going to do is you're going to just spend the cards, either for money or to arm. And whatever you don't spend, you're going to go ahead and discard along with the cards that you've played. So right over here, you have the mercenary crew. These are worth 4 coins. If you buy them, you can use them to help fire one of your weapons. However, once you use it, you're going to have to bring it back here. The hauling crew card, which is this one, is worth 2, and this is going to allow you to move a ship card. One of the things you can do is you can move cards around, so I could spend a hauling crew and move a card here, or I can move a card even back here if I wanted to. Really, the only rule is I just can't have a card left by itself like this. It has to be connected to something. Another thing you can do is you can add ship cards to your ship. So I could add something like this, or I could add something like this. And again, I could have up to 15 cards. Now, right over here is the market, and this is where you're going to be able to buy your cards. So if I wanted to, say, buy this nano plate over here for 2, this costs 2 coins. So I'll go ahead and play 2 of these cards, discard them, and then I'll go ahead and put this card in my discard as well. And then I'll go ahead and replace the market card like this. Let's just say I happen to have 2 cards left in my hand. I have an arm card, so I'll go ahead and arm my cannon over here. So I'm going to just put the card over here for now. Now, another thing you can do with this card is you can set it aside for a future turn, and this will be helpful in case you have more than 1 weapon. So I could just simply say I'm going to use this on another next turn, and you can go ahead and do that. So let's just say I decide I'm going to go ahead and arm the cannon over there, and that will go back into my discard when I'm finished with it. So the things you can do as far as your actions, you can go ahead and buy cards from the market, which I've done. You can arm one of your guns, which I've done, and then you can go ahead and fire the gun. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this gun. It is the alpha lasers go pew, and what it's going to do is going to hit the first card that is in the row or the column. So this one is a front attack. So let's just say I hit this one. This one has a power of 1. My gun has a power of 1. So I've gone ahead and damaged it like so. Now there are several different types of guns and beams that you can get, and some of them they will have different abilities. This particular card over here will allow you to hit 2 cards that are in the front area. So if I hit 1 card, I can choose another card next to it to hit. This particular gun, the gravity laser, and others will have a symbol like this. This will allow me to hit the card behind the card that I attacked. So if I hit this and I was able to get past it, I would be able to also hit this as well. You also have cards like this. This is a flank, and this will allow you to hit a ship from the side. So if I played this, I could pick a side to hit. So I could pick this side, I could pick that, I could pick that. So essentially, if I wanted to add a gun to my ship, all I would have to do is I would have to just buy the card and then just put the gun someplace. You also have different types of plates here. Some plates that have more defensive power, like the Connect plate has 2. You also have what's called the boarding pod. This particular card you'll place in front of your ship on your next turn. You'll be able to do a flank attack on them. So there's several different types of cards here in the game. Also, some of these cards are going to have this symbol on here, and this just simply means you're not going to be able to move the card. Also, trash and scrap cards. If I wanted to, or if my opponent wanted to, he could scrap this card in the market scrap deck over here, just get rid of it. And at the end of your turn, you go ahead and draw 5 new cards. And if you run out of cards, you're just simply shuffle it and then draw back up to 5. You're going to be just attacking each other, shooting each other, buying cards here from the market deck and strengthening your ship with it, just kind of rearranging the cards as needed. And the object of the game, again, is to try to shoot the person's command deck and destroy it. And if you are the first person to do that, you will win the game. Solar Titans is a solid deck building game. It's cool because you have a ship that you are trying to navigate, and you're basically trying to attack your opponent's ships. You've got several different types of cards that you can get. You've got plates that can try to help with your defense. You've got guns that can help with your offense. You've got different types of guns. You also have to be careful because if you end up losing some of your key cards, you're going to have to end up paying penalties. Moving the cards around on the ship is a pretty cool idea too, because you may want to try to get rid of a card and place it somewhere else that'll help boost the defense, but you might leave something else open. So there's a lot of back and forth going on in this game. The gameplay is pretty quick. Once you learn the game and start playing it, you can just go back and forth pretty fast on this game. But it's a good deck builder. I think it's a really good game. I think anybody who enjoys deck builders definitely should check this game out. And I like the way that they have the different configurations to where you can make the different ships, and they have the different names on there too. So you could actually also make your own ships too. So good game. I think I would definitely recommend it to anybody who likes deck builders and anybody who likes spaceship themed board games where you're just battling back and forth on it. So guys, that is my review of Solar Titans. We'll see you. Keep on gaming.